G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mum and Dad Show. There are dogs and cats and babies going everywhere.
Worlds are colliding.
And you know what? I'd like to refer to a comment left on our last week's podcast, or the week before's podcast, rather. I brought it up here on my phone just so that we can all understand what bad parents we are. This is from TIHHTNR, which is an interesting nickname. Just saying, maybe you guys should try disciplining your dogs. This is after Pepper jumped up and ate a protein ball. If you can't do that, what are you going to do with your kid? That's a good point.
Belt him.
Probably belt the shit out of him.
Flog him like we flog each other and the dogs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dipshits.
Yeah.
You're nasty.
And someone else said, he's got a point. If you trained your dogs properly, they would know not to jump on the benches. Oh, okay, mate. Well, we didn't know that she jumped on the bench. We only got her 2 weeks ago.
Did they just assume
Her gender?
that Pepper identifies as a dog?
She doesn't. She identifies as a mongoose.
Damn straight.
That's why my dog had a place for a kennel and was very warm in winter. She was never inside the house at any point. Okay, laser blast, you fucking Nazi.
Go to jail. You should go to jail. If you keep
Lock
your
him
dog
up.
in a fucking kennel, you are worse than pedophiles.
Wow.
I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
Big claims.
Wow.
I just wanted to get some views.
As Pepper smells where she did a wee before.
No, but seriously, if you leave your dog in a kennel outside,
She's new to
why
us.
bother getting one?
She's new to us. We're getting used to her.
Yes.
It's all okay.
I
G'day,
feel
Dickie.
weird now because I had Pepper laying on me, and I had this big chair, and we were canoodling, and now I'm sort of sitting here, and I feel all little and weird.
I have your tiny boy.
Yeah, I feel all nude.
Now, you wanted me to ask a question to the people.
Taking these off. Yes.
I have a swollen tonsil
On the left.
on the left. It's really large. And when you Google swollen tonsil, it's cancer straight away. But I've had this swollen tonsil for a solid 12 and a half years.
Yes.
So I don't know if I am... Don't you start crying, boy. I should be the one crying. I got a swollen tonsil, not you. I've seen your tonsil, son, when you're screaming. Oh, kisses. Yes, I don't know what to do, Dickie. I don't know whether I should run, scream, cry to the ENT, the ear, nose and throat doctor.
I feel like if it's not bothering you, don't stress too much. But if it's something in the back of your mind, we should get it looked at because you have
Probably.
mentioned it on and off over the years.
You know what bothers me? Once I put on a pair of headphones when I was doing some editing in the morning, and you were asleep. You were snoozing. This is years ago.
Bitch.
And I had in my earphone a fucking spider. In the headphone, in one of these, like what I'm wearing now, the big fucking studio headphones, there was a spider and it crawled on my ear and it was horrifying.
I hate stories like that.
Hey buddy, back to snoozing. You're okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it was horrible. I hated it, and that's why
I'm sorry that trauma happened to you.
And that's why I moved to like AirPods and stuff. You don't like AirPods, do you?
No, they spurred me out a bit.
Why?
I don't like the feeling.
Yes. Well, I didn't like the feeling of a spider. How do you think I feel?
I would hate that feeling.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, while we're filming this,
Uh-oh.
the guy that sprays bugs in our lawn broke my fucking pot plant,
He apologised.
which was very nice.
We had caterpillars last year, so we brought him on. He's a good dude.
He's
Local
really
dude.
nice, but what a fuck! It was just weird because I didn't know anyone was here, and I heard it crash, and I was like,
A big crash out the back.
and the pot plant's broken, and I was like, what the fuck? No one's there. And then I just saw a hose moving, and I was like,
Oh God. Yeah, no,
and
he's,
then old mate appeared, and I was like, oh cool.
it was a bit scary, but we have like grubs.
Yeah, we do.
Oh God, I burped. We have a lot of grubs in our lawn. And that's I know what you're gonna say, guys, that I should really control my grubs. Atticus.
We have a baby, and apparently don't train our dogs, so we're flat out.
We're the worst people alive.
I can't believe people are saying that about Pepper. You need to train your dog.
She's a little
We
baby.
didn't- Like, what do you mean? Like, she can sit, she can shake.
But she
I don't
can't
think
stay.
they need
Well,
to
okay,
do
so
that either.
I did walk out before, and she was on the servery. She's a lunatic.
I never disciplined
She-
Littlefoot. I don't. Regret
I know you don't.
I don't regret it. He
I-
has never known a day of fear.
Yes,
and
he
I
has.
love
When
it.
you leave the house,
And
I
Isaac beats him.
bring out all that fear, all that anger
You do not.
that I've been building up inside me for months upon years.
Your skin looks nice.
Thank you, baby.
Isaac had a bath the other day, guys.
Oh, you
He's
wouldn't
a
believe.
shower man.
Because
no,
I've been having issues not just with me tonsil, but with dry,
Feet.
cracked feet.
He has Hauser heels.
I do not have house. I do have house-out heels. But what's bad about it is it's not just my heels. It's the bloody, it's the toe area
The
too.
bunion.
No, it's the toe area. Yeah, I guess it is a bunion. The toe area is getting, like my big toe cracked underneath it, so it hurt to walk.
If you have any tips to soften these crevices on his feet, please let me know.
Oh, I've been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot.
We did one bath.
Lots of cream.
And then lots of cream with a sock on top, and then like filing them.
But it was my jizz sock, so it was gross.
It was crusty.
Ugh. But I tell you what, it's painful. It hurts me.
Sorry.
It really hurts me.
I'm proud of you for looking after your feet after all these years, but
Thank you.
I do like doing a little foot routine with you too, because Isaac will be holding Maddie and I'll be like, give me your feet, and he goes, "Choo," and then I'll oil them up and
We
put
got
all
a
the creams on. And
we got a foot grinder.
yes, off Amazon. Not bad.
Good
Not
grief,
bad.
some skin come off me.
It grosses you out way more than me, but you're like, oh, I better do this outside. And I was like, I used to do that in our lounge, in our bed, and I'd just be like, foot fungus is flying.
Yeah, you did.
I
and
didn't give a fuck. And I was like, I have to go.
I certainly did. I told you at the time
I had
that
smooth feet though.
grinding your foot fungus off on the carpet,
You vacuum it up eventually.
it doesn't all come out, you monster.
Ethan.
Like I will
I
give
love
you.
this podcast. It's
I,
so silly.
I will give you, and I would become more animated, but I'm holding the boy and trying to
I
keep
know,
him
that's
asleep.
what I'm like. I'm actually kind of enjoying being able to move a
Yeah,
bit more.
so I'm trying to be.
My autism's flaring.
I'm trying to be calm, cool, and collected.
Good, Keith.
Thanks, babe. What I was going to say was, I'll give you a pass on the foot fungus because, and only because of this, it was rentals you were carving it up into, which is fine. Just not in our house that we spent our hard-earned money on. You shan't be doing that, or you'll be back out on the street where I found you. I actually found you in a McDonald's car park, but that's another story.
No, with a
We-
happy ending. You dickhead.
It was a happy ending. Talking about stories that are not happy endings, I want to bring your attention to Colleen Bollinger. Do you know who that is?
No,
Now,
should I?
I'll ask young Caleb, producer of the Stars, to bring up on Google Colleen Bollinger, because you may know her as, or you probably don't because you're an adult, Miranda Sings. Do you know that name? Okay. Miranda Sings is a YouTuber. She's got all the social medias, obviously. She
Big
had
mouth lady.
she's been accused of grooming underage boys.
Oh, they'd love it.
She's been
She's
accused
not a bad sort. They'd be all right.
very young though. So she's
When you say very young,
okay, let me pull it up.
I'm joking with a lot of what I just said, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm literally just bantering. I know that it's fucked.
No, baby.
That's my apology.
Okay, let me find exactly what she's been accused of, and we'll go into the whole details.
Is she a teacher? Is it one of those?
No, she's a YouTuber, but she was basically accused of, being creepy to younger people. So
What does that mean?
She apparently, so there was also some racial stuff that
Oh, one of us.
one. Oh,
It's not hard to be racist these days or anything.
so this was about where fucking is it? 4 fans told Rolling Stones that they had interactions with Bollinger that they considered toxic,
she sounds like a
exploitative,
sauce.
and what?
Bollinger.
Bollinger sauce. There was a cricketer called Bollinger. Among the claims, Adam McIntyre, yeah, fucking, what's wrong with me? Said he had been manipulated and used by Bollinger.
But he hated every minute of it.
Acted as an unpaid intern for the YouTuber for 4 years, ghostwritten and upcoming with video content. He was also in a chat group with other teenagers where Ballinger, now 36, asked inappropriate, sometimes sexual questions. Tell me all the thoughts you had when you got your first periods. Please and thank you. Example.
The boys.
Well, there must have been girls in there. Example, I thought I shit myself because blood was so dark in my underwear. She had chat. I don't think there's that. I mean, you probably shouldn't be chatting to kids, full stop. But I don't think that's that bad, the period thing. I heard that she actually sent bra and undies to one of these young
let's get
persons.
to the good stuff. What did she
Well,
apparently do?
this is from Mamma Mia, and they didn't have anything about that in there. So I would like to think that that's actually probably one of the worst things you
So
could
she's
do.
been a bit creepy to assume young boys over the internet.
Yeah. Trisha Paytas responds to Colleen Bollinger using her nudes as a joke. Trisha Paytas' nudes are a bit of a joke, let's be honest.
Fuck me.
So there's, YouTuber Colleen, this is from ABC News. Ballinger has denied child grooming allegations in a song.
That's the way to do it.
What a way to do it, my God.
Wow.
But when it's a YouTuber, okay. She's got 10 million subs. That's great. She's accused of child grooming.
May I look at her face again? I'm trying to see if I... That lady?
Yeah.
I know who it is now. I'm sorry. Ugh.
Miranda Sings.
She's a bit weird, isn't
Just
she?
keeps saying inappropriate relationships, but doesn't actually say what.
Yeah.
I know who
found
it is
it.
now. Oh my God. Yeah, she is a bit funky.
Okay, so 22-year-old now,
22.
Adam McIntyre, uploaded a video in 2020 titled Colleen Ballinger Stop Lying. After meeting in 2014 and again in 2016, McIntyre became involved in a friendship with her. He was 14 at the time. She was 29. It's just a friendship. Just a friendship. McIntyre says his friendship with Ballinger was exploitative.
Exploitive?
Exploitative. Alleging she used her power to get free labor from him, including him writing content. Okay, well this isn't fucking grooming. Claire just said something again that we can't have in the video.
Pussies.
Even what it wasn't even to do with this subject. It was about something that would cause more grief than anything else. Anyway, he also alleges Ballinger and her friend, YouTuber Corey DeSanto, mailed him lingerie that DeSanto had worn over his clothes during a live stream when McIntyre was 13. Okay, so it wasn't her. Multiple allegations surface. Thanks, Claire.
No, not... Sorry. Sorry, I meant like this article. It's not telling us like the juiciness. Not your story.
She responded...
If she hasn't been creepy, I feel for her. But if she has been creepy, fuck you.
She said, many years ago, I used to message a lot of my fans, but not in a creepy way like a lot of you are suggesting. It's more of a loser kind of way where I'm just trying to be besties with everyone. Try not to... I'm not a groomer, she says. I'm just a loser. Okay, don't message kids, though. Like, that's not...
I get what she's saying. Like,
she got 3.7 billion views of that video in 24 hours. And most people are just like, hey, this is the worst apology video of all time.
they're
Like,
not wrong. I
that's-
couldn't understand.
That's that's the problem.
Oh dear. Oh, I've got a hair on me.
I don't know, man. I don't think you should talk to kids full stop. That's just the end of the story. Don't talk to fucking kids on the internet.
Don't talk to them. Don't have them.
Don't look at them.
Don't look at them. Don't
Even
think
touch
about
it.
them.
Don't touch it. Don't even look at it. Yeah, so
That's weird.
she's old too.
So she's been a bit funky, but nothing's been like...
She's 36 now, and I imagine she's not doing that anymore. But even at 29, like I'm 29, and I would not be in a chat group with fucking 13-year-old
Was she just
boys
trying
or
to be
girls.
like... Was she like just trying to be nice to them, and they've sort of just taken it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we're missing a few pieces, but these news articles that we're reading on it are fucking really... Either they just don't want to print anything that's too, too out there, that's not sort of backed up, or maybe they... I don't know. I'm sure there are a lot of
The
videos
lingerie
about this.
thing's weird.
Yeah, but I first read that and it said lingerie, but then it said it was a dude wearing it in the video that sent it to her, which is still weird, but it's not as bad as it her being hers and it being like, you know what I mean? Like,
Maybe her song was spot on, and people are just blowing it way out of context. Of
or it's worse, or there's more things to come
she's
out.
a creepy bitch. I don't know.
Let us know in the comments. Now, underneath the comments about how we're bad parents, let us know in the comments what you think about this.
And that we don't train our dog.
Now, talking about old fucking people, on a completely different subject, by the way, definitely nothing to do with sending underwear to kids. I'm 30 this week. 30 fucking years old. Can you believe that? You're married to a 30-year-old. Addie, your dad's 30 years old.
I'm proud of you. Look how much you've achieved.
Well, it's been
And conceived.
I believe. It has been a very beautiful 30 years, particularly the last 8 or 9 years, having a little dickie in there. But, I mean, it just seems very adult to be 30.
Yeah.
It seems like there's no turning back, like there's no going back to your youth.
Sorry.
Thanks, Claire. While I'm bleeding me heart out to the people, you're in here.
Can you pull
You've
that
got...
out?
No, put it in. Remix it, please. Make a song out of it. The toxic burp's okay.
Party girl.
I'm sorry I've got carbon dioxide in my belly today.
Excited for your birthday cake, though?
I am. You were going to get me because for Addie's what was it, a baby shower?
Mm-hmm.
We got this big, beautiful, burly cake. Caleb will throw a photo in because he took the photos. And it had Winnie the Pooh on it. It was amazing, but it was expensive.
Worth it.
$350.
1,000. No, I'm kidding.
We were just like, oh fuck it, it's Addie's. Who cares?
Oh,
But you were going to get me something pretty cool. You're going to get a cake with the dogs on it, and I was just like, oh, that's
All of them.
beautiful. That's very kind of you, but I don't think you should because I'm a wrinkly old man, and I don't deserve it.
you do deserve it.
I don't
But
deserve anything.
You did say a certain thing that I did agree with. You were like, I'd rather spend it on Addie's birthday.
100%. I'd rather get him a nice cake.
And we both went.
Oh, he just opened his eyes and he was like, "Really,
knows.
Daddy?
knows.
Really, Dad?" So we're gonna have a couple of drinks for the birth, but yeah, long time.
You've achieved
I've been
a lot.
around. I've been around for a while now, but this year's a big one. You know, we had a baby. We got married the year before. We're going to America, so it's all cool, and it's just interesting to consider yourself now 30 years old, looking back at when I was 18 or whatever, and I thought, oh my god, 30. You know, I thought by 30 I'd have my life together and I'd have a house and a baby and be married, and turns out I was right. Isn't that funny though?
So is it to you? Do you just feel nervy because like
No,
it's
no.
like you're an adult now? bitch?
No, I felt like, and I'm adult for a while now,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I think Addie really cemented that. I know when we got married and the whole idea of proposing to your girlfriend at that point is a big step. I know one of our mates just got engaged and he's like, fuck, it's a very adult thing to do, even though he's 30 already.
Yes.
It is a very adult thing to do. But it's one of these things where you just come across the understanding that, even adults are just winging it.
We're all scared and we're all trying.
We're all scared. We don't know what we're doing, don't know who we are, and we just get it done. Some of us, we're worldwide superstar comedians. Others are spraying the grass and knocking over pots. And there's nothing wrong with that. I actually really like his job. It's pretty cool.
I'm proud of you, and I think your 30th is a big achievement, and you shouldn't be scared of it.
I can't believe I lived this long.
Oh, but I do get what you mean though, because I think growing up, you hear 30, no thanks, and you just go. Ugh. But these days, 30 is the new 20.
Well, Caleb,
Come on.
can you throw your mic on? It is on. Oh my god, he's just very quiet. Tell me, you're 22.
Yeah, about to be 23.
Oh my god, when are you 23?
Couple months.
So, what is it like looking at you being 30? Like, what do you think about?
Good question.
What does it feel? What does 30 feel like to you? What do you think that feels like?
I hope I'll have my life together by then.
Yeah,
And what does that mean?
It's about the same. Like I'd love to be in the same sort of position. I'd love to have a house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd love to have a kid. At least one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but it's just so hard. Like everyone, it's just as you said, so many people are like so behind. Some people are still getting smashed doing drugs every weekend, and some people are out getting their dream jobs. And it's such a strange age at the moment.
Well,
Weird, isn't
that is like when I was your age. I only just started dating Claire, and highly recommended, by the way. But I only just started seeing you, and I was still playing footy, and going out on the weekends and getting on the piss and all that type of stuff. And unless I make the decision not to stop doing that and actually focus on career and family and stuff, then we're not in this position where we are. So it all, boils down to particular moments where you decide to make a change or not making a change. And I think that's
Habits?
Forming habits, really sinking your teeth into opportunities and repeating things that repeating the things that you do that have positive results, finding out whatever works and then repeating it and repeating it and repeating it to get to the point where, it almost seems simple what you're doing, and it is simple to you, but to others it seems.
You make what you do look really easy, so any dickhead thinks they can do it. That's one of my favourite things.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I know that sounds really arrogant, but I can say it because I'm not the one doing it, so I'm proud of Isaac. But
thank you.
But it looks like what you do as a creative person is easy, and anyone thinks that they can do it, but it's so hard, and there's so much that goes into it, and it's just like...
Well, like what was cool for me last week was, we did the podcasts, I got my videos done that I needed to get done, all that type of shit, and all the family stuff. But I also wrote a new bit for being on stage, and I went and did a new 15-minute bit on the weekend, and
With some legends.
and it did really, really well, and I was really, really happy with that. And that was a really positive week to look back on and go, okay, we did this, and this, ticked
You
it
go
all
on
off.
stage.
Oh, because I haven't been on stage
Shout
in
out
ages.
to Ben.
Haven't been on stage since since Benny's last show, Benny McLennan, who's been on my podcast before.
Funny fucker.
Very funny dude.
funny.
But just to get back on stage before America and all that type of
Yes.
stuff, that was good. But to have a new bit, do well, to get my edit for my book back, all that type of stuff, just I'm very pleased with how everything is going. Work-wise, family-wise, stoked. Couldn't be happier. Everything's great with Addie. Laughing.
Beautiful little
He's
man.
just gorgeous. And I think our relationship, particularly, goes from strength to strength every year. And
I think so
And
too,
you would
actually.
think, I'm talking, you would think.
I have something in my eye. It's been shitting me this whole podcast.
Do you want to
It's
have a
your
look on
shit
the.
attitude.
Hybrid.
Something.
Probably my fucking dandruff flipping around the whole point. But yeah, no, and for what we said about my career, none of it would be possible without Claire, which
Thank
is she is the driving force for all of it. So
I'm the racist.
you write all the horrible jokes.
I do.
You actually were responsible for a couple of the horrible jokes. One of the
Suck a dick.
one of the Catholic ones and one of the Muslim ones years ago.
They
So
write themselves.
They do. Dickie, is there anything else you wanted to catch up on prior to this?
Very
Prior to
quickly.
leaving the podcast?
Very quickly, on my
Uh-oh.
Instagram, the 2 Kelpies in the kill pound need their homes still in Mudgee. Please go to my Instagram and let's get them a home.
You also said to me yesterday that you've been having a few dreams about high school. Now, you didn't have a great high school.
Yes.
You didn't have a great high school, and
No.
you said that you can sort of, have really vivid dreams. And I know one part of vivid dreaming is, what's it called, where you can actually act in your dreams and lucid dream. You can lucid dream.
I don't do that shit.
I want to really encourage you to try lucid dreaming, because I think what will help you get through the trauma of being at
Joking,
school
this isn't-
is acting out in a lucid dream a situation where you're a school shooter.
I fucking knew that was coming.
I knew
And
it.
I think if you can be a school shooter and just take out a few of the bullies, I think that'll really help you get
Heal.
through some of the and heal. So Claire, what are your thoughts?
I'll take it under advisement.
Advisement?
Yes.
I like it.
That's
Very
what I
good.
got told at my job when I asked for a pay rise.
They'll take it under advisement.
Yeah, and then they laughed at me. If
I-
you know, you know.
I actually just wanted to finish this video up, and I wrote this down because I think this is important. Can we just take a moment to realize that all these influencers and stuff that you see on Instagram and stuff that are going to movie premieres, when they're standing there,
Trying to make their life look glamorous, and
Trying
like
to-
you people at home are doing nothing.
oh, I wish I was there. Like we saw this at the Mission Impossible one. They aren't paid to go to that. They get tickets thrown at them, and they go, oh,
To their agents.
their
who divvy
agents
them
get
out.
them and they divvy them out. And they think that they're killing it. I had a guy reach out to me years ago, and he used to reach out to me for every movie premiere. And I hate traveling. And
Just
I
give
hate,
us a chalk top.
just give me some cash, bros. I don't want to go to your fucking movie premiere. I always used to say, is it paid? Am I paid to be there? He's like, why would you be paid? I was like, I am not going to Sydney to go and sit and watch a movie that I could do at my local cinema for $10.
And get a chalk top.
Get a chalk top, just so I'm seen there with a bunch of other idiots who I don't give a fuck about. If you're an influencer and you go to movie premieres, you are a fucking loser.
100%.
Stay at home and work on your family. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the podcast. That's all I've got to say. We'll be back next week. Check us out on Spotify.
I have to burp again.
Dickie's got a burp again. Addie's done a poo in his nappy. Not really, he's perfect. We'll see you next time. Toodaloo, au revoir. Hello, Pepper. Bye.
Bye.